Hello everyone, we're just on our way to take Benji to the vets. He had a checkup last week and he's got a lump tucked in the side of his cheek, and they're going to see if they can take it off today. They don't know where it's attached, but it's like the size of a quail's egg, isn't it?
Yeah, it's on the outside of his gum, outside of his mouth, but under his cheek. So it's not actually impacting him in any way. He's quite happy and he's eating.
It's just like having an egg in his mouth.
Yeah, it is, but obviously it shouldn't be there. We don't know what it is yet.
No.
So they're going to try and cut it out and at the same time give him a biopsy.
He's fine in himself.
Yeah, he's fine, but
he's eating and barking and everything. So
yeah,
we're just hoping that it's something benign.
Yeah.
But you don't know at his age. He's 14. So anyway, the association are paying for all this. So if anyone would like to contribute and help them out, we'll put the link in the description.
Yeah, they do a good job.
Yeah.
They do a good job. For association, it's a dog rescue charity.
Yeah.
Who, so they do a lot of good work, and if we can help them out, great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll update you later or when we got some more news.
Well, hopefully that's Benji being helped out today. It's going to be a long old day. And if I'm totally honest with you, I'm not really in the mood for doing anything, but all that guarantees is a really long day, and I want to make it a short day. So I'm just going to keep myself occupied. And this tree here, it's dangerously close to these power lines. In fact, I think they're telephone lines, but it's the third time since being here that I've had to cut this down. It's a really fast growing tree, whatever it is. But yeah, so I'm going to take this down, and I really need to take it all the way down to the ground, but it's a question of getting in there. But we'll see how we get on, but I've got to make sure that in strong winds that doesn't damage anything. So that's what I'm going to do to keep myself busy. And then when I've done this, I'll find something else to do. But I'm not really in the mood for, you know, roof rafters and all that sort of stuff. So I think I'm just going to potter around. Actually, I correct myself. It's not a tree, it's a great big bramble. I'd forgotten about that. Nice blackberries. Very nice. The ones down low, really not very good, but the ones up there, quite big and juicy. Okay, that bit is a tree. Right, the battery's run out, so I've done as much as I can. I've made it immediately safe anyway, so I'm happy with that. And because these brambles are so thick, I think I might just wait until the autumn. Right, let's go and see what Susie's up to. Now at this point, unfortunately, we lost the audio, but not to worry. Susie was basically just explaining how we've got far too many aubergines. We seem to plant far too many, and we're going to end up with basically an aubergine mountain. And to make matters worse, we've gone and planted some white aubergines as well. So yeah, we're looking forward to the next few weeks of various aubergine recipes. Okay, I lied. I do fancy sorting some rafters out. Right, so I've got 3 piles. I've got my confirmed rafter, noggins or potential noggins, and burning. And most of this is the ends, which usually go rotten. There was one piece, the one I've just done, which was cracked in the middle, so that was no good. But some of it's noggin, some of it's burning. So I'm just going to sort through this lot and see where that gets me. well, I'll give them a closer inspection just in case. There is some surface woodworm, but that's fine. I'll chisel those bits off just to make sure. But the old screwdriver test is a pretty good one. If it survives the screwdriver, if the screwdriver can't get in there, it's pretty solid. Also the weight, there's one or two of them that I've just had to chop into wood and to burn because it was really lightweight, and you know that it's mainly fresh air, all the woodworms in there. Anyway, I've got rafters, I've got some noggins, potential noggins, again I'll double check those, and I've got my first pile to burn sometime late autumn. Brilliant. And of course I've still got the original rafters that came out, which I think, looking at them, there's probably 3 or 4 that might still be okay. So when I take the other part of the roof off, this one, to do the other room, there's probably 1 or 2 of those that are okay, plus these. So you never know, I might get this section done without having to spend out. And there's still some more wood in the barn. So yeah, that's been a useful exercise. And of course I've started getting my wood for the season. Right, let's do some of this before it rains. Whilst I've got 5 minutes, just planting up some beetroot. It's a little bit late, but it does keep growing in well into the winter. So our beetroot didn't come up this year. I think some of our seeds are a bit old, to be quite honest with you. And broccoli didn't come up, and it's quite late for broccoli, but I'm taking a chance on 2 of them. We saw some seeds in the shop the other day and they were cheap, so I thought, well, I'll give it a go. They'll either grow or they won't. And the beetroot, that'll all be planted in this bed. I'll let them get established first. And the broccoli, I'm going to make a new raised bed. It'll be our 4th. So they can go in there. Right, find some water. Well, the vet said come and collect Benji at 4 and they'd phone us if there are any problems. They haven't phoned us, so I guess that's positive. So a quick change and then we'll go and get the little chap. Well, when we went to collect Benji, he just came running down the corridor like a spring lamb, really. And it wasn't because he saw us, because his eyesight's not that great. Yeah, he was really sprightly, and we gave him a bowl of chicken in the car park, and yeah, it didn't last long, so he was okay, and he's happily wandering around now. No side effects at all. The good news is they were able to remove the whole of that lump. That was really, yeah, really relief to hear that, because they couldn't be sure until they started, really. But you know, just in case it was connected to something or whatever. But they've sent it away for testing, which means it is a tumour, but it's just a question now whether it's benign or not, and we won't know that for a few days. So they'll telephone the association and they'll give us the results. The association will give us the results. But in the meantime, Benji's back to normal. And as we said earlier, he hasn't been impacted by it at all. We noticed it. He's actually been carrying on as normal, and he, in the last hour, he seems to be back to his normal self. So he's a very happy little chap, and he's enjoying being here. We'll just be positive, and you know, we'll see what happens when we get the news next week. So it's been a funny old day for us, really. Susie's tired and she's taking a nap now. It takes it out of you. So I'm going to love you and leave you, and we'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye.